So I'm standing here with Penny, and Penny, let me get this right. You work for a water provider, but you also are now representing the Water Providers Consortium today while we talk about really easy ways that we can think about saving water.
Yeah.
So I did want to say too that, you know, this was a really dry May for us, a really unusually dry May. So it's not too early for us to really start considering what to do.
Yeah, it's a great time to think about water efficient watering.
Yeah, right. So let's start with soaker hoses.
Okay.
They've been around a long time. Tell me some new things that we might add to them and how we use them.
Yeah, well, I love soaker hoses because as you can see, you can just mold them around your plants.
Right.
You can also use them in rows. They're really easy to use. Yeah, and I love how it just weeps and brings the water directly to the root zone right where you want it.
And there really is some pretty easily found information. Like when you buy them, you know, they have it often on the labels listed, you know, how much it covers and all of that stuff. But you've got a couple other things to show us that might even help with that.
Yeah, well, it's important to remember how many of these soaker hoses to connect together.
Right.
So this manufacturer says 150 feet, no more than that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you just want to pay attention to make sure that the water is getting good pressure all the way to the end.
And there's another thing that you have on this one that shows
Yeah.
what that does too. Tell me about
Yeah,
that.
so this is a pressure regulator right here. So it's just gonna, again, help keep even pressure throughout your hose.
Because I have had times when I've used them in certain places and it starts out strong and then you can clearly see that it's not regulated well. So this would really help in times like that.
Yeah, and then just simply watching it. You know, you want to take a look at your plants at the end of the line
Yeah,
and the
right,
beginning.
right. And then I would think that these would be great for timers as well.
Yeah, so there are several different ways to time your hoses. You know, you can connect one to your actual
Faucet there.
faucet,
and,
thank
yeah, right.
you. You can also just use your cell phone, right? So we've all got a timer right
Of course.
here. Just making sure that you pay attention to how long you're watering and how much the water is penetrating into, again, the root zone. So
Right,
you want to
right.
dig down, take a look at that, and you can up the time if you need to.
And by digging down, you don't have to take a shovel and go down a
No.
foot. You're just talking like a
Yeah,
little
just
hand
take
trowel.
a little trowel here. You want to dig down a little bit, and you're just checking out how far that moisture is getting into the soil.
And then can I assume also that you're a big proponent of like mulching and making sure all that happens?
Yeah, definitely. So after you have your hose laid out, you want to put mulch 2 to 3 inches over the hose.
Oh.
And that's going to protect against water evaporating,
Right.
You don't
Right.
want to lose it that way, but then also against UV.
Oh, damage on the hose itself.
Exactly.
Oh, that makes complete sense.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's always the little things that we put on hoses to spray water with. Tell me a little about those.
Yeah, so it's really simple, right? But if you put one of these on the end of your hose, so just a hose nozzle attachment at the end, right? You're just gonna allow your water to go right where you need it,
Right.
but then also shut off when you don't need it.
And I
So-
think many of us, and I'm guilty of this, we forget that any time you can save and control water and where it goes, that is saving water.
Yeah, exactly.
So any of this stuff is really easy and really helpful.
Yeah, and
Well-
this is, $10 or less
Right,
at a garden
right.
store, or a lot of water providers will even give these out for free.
Well, there you have it. You know, we have to pay attention to water. We're kind of spoiled in the Pacific Northwest. So for more information on these tips and great information altogether about watering, go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to the Regional Water Providers Consortium. Penny, what a blast. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
my friend.
thanks so much.